So this is going to be a video in response to a comment that was dropped on one of our socials about the DME unlocks in these BMWs. And the comment was, is Femto currently the only company out there that's able to unlock these DMEs? Do they have some wizardry? Yes, they do. No, they don't. I'll explain. So any DME produced after June of 2020, MG1 or MD1, those computers are manufactured by Bosch. Now, they have been doing this for almost 30 years now. The car manufacturers, and Bosch in this case, that make these car computers, they don't want the end user tuning them. So we have two layers of security that Bosch introduced in these DMEs. You have your C boot, which is your customer boot, and then your S boot, which is going to be your supplier boot. And that's going to be implemented by Bosch, and then your C boot is going to be controlled by BMW. So the assumption here is that Femto has cracked the encryption key, which is highly unlikely. 99.9% they did not brute force into these DMEs, because we're going to assume here that Bosch is using 256-bit encryption, which is going to make it virtually impossible. So the only other way to do it, there's two other ways. They exploited a vulnerability in the software that allowed them, in the actual C boot, that allowed them to gain access to these DMEs and unlock them, or they actually do have a connection either at BMW or Bosch, and they have access to the security keys. Now, there might be someone in the United States that actually has access to the security keys or exploited a vulnerability to gain access to the DMEs. But the issue is, this geographical area in the United States, it's going to be a big issue with both BMW and Bosch being able to put physically hands on whoever it is for violating, I would say, probably hundreds of laws. Bosch doesn't want you coming after that intellectual property. So yes, it is widgetry, it's not widgetry. It's a combination of either knowing someone at Bosch or BMW, or they exploited the vulnerability, and they are the only ones known to mankind that have exploited that vulnerability that gives them the ability to unlock these DMEs. So now you know.